he left the club right after he sponsored. So I didn't know who to go. Back then, we have about 75, 80 people. We met at the Velvet Turtle. Did I say right, Bill? Velvet Turtle? And then the president was Gary Stock on the 93. And I think we have only 2 women in the club back then. And I didn't
And that's
know.
women. Women is the.
Yeah.
Women's.
Women, yes. And well, I had a hard time to come into the club every week because I didn't understand what they said. And they don't understand what I'm saying. Exactly. So, but I kept going back and start knowing the people and start doing the project together. And I started getting a little more comfortable. Probably takes 5 years to get comfortable to be in the club. But I had a great time with the members and their families doing the project together. And one of the highlights that I did was I took 5 Rotarians to Japan on the 97, I believe. We had a great time, and I was hoping to do again in the near future because we had a great hospitality, and they treat us like king. So people are very happy with that. And I get involved with Japan exchange program. I took the 6 to 10 kids from U.S. to Japan, and I was the guide. I was doing a tour guide for first week, showing them on the west side of Japan, and I give them to the host family after 1 week. Then they stay 3 weeks, and then 3 weeks later, the Japanese kids come to the U.S. with the American kids, and we host them for 3 weeks here. That was one of the most rewarding, very memorable projects that I've done the last few years. Unfortunately, because of the nuclear thing happened, and the project itself is now postponed for 2 years, but hopefully that program will come back. Durf's son, I think Billy went to probably year 2000, yeah, and I understand that he had a great time. Also, I helped some of the long-term exchange program for the governor's daughter, Lindsay, like a few years ago. And we welcomed Nora from Italy. I think she had a great time. You want to go like this?
There we go.
Yeah. And also I was chair for the ambassadorial scholarship committee for the district for a few years. That's another great project. You see that so many talented young people going out of U.S. to other countries to represent as ambassador of the USA. All those things I like to suggest people, the member here, not just be the member in the club, also try to get involved more in the district or internationally. That will give you more Rotary moments in the later. And hopefully I will come back, or I stay in the Rotary somewhere, I don't know where, but try to be in this organization for many years to come. Thank you.